enter a plea of guilty or nolo. You may wish to enter a plea of not guilty. And while you prepare for trial, you can also look up that information. All right, DeMarcus Cantrell Brown.
Your Honor, we were representing him, but we are going to be submitting a withdrawal to you. You should have it shortly.
All right, Mr. Brown, are you represented by somebody else?
Yeah. For the record, I am DeMarcus Bay, the implied surety for DeMarcus Cantrell Brown. And I would like to file a motion in the court for additional 30 days for me to seek counsel.
Okay, so Mr. Bay,
Yes.
aka Marcus Cantrell Brown, so you're seeking a continuance to get new counsel?
In a court system designed for logic and law, chaos makes a loud entrance. A man, DeMarcus Cantrell Brown. No wait, now he's DeMarcus Bay, is back in court requesting a delay to find new counsel. Except, surprise! He already has someone lined up, even if that someone looks like he escaped from a costume convention. The judge offers 30 days, expecting actual legal representation next time, not a fantasy novel character. But Mr. Bay, he's not here to play by rules. He's here to rewrite them, line by delusional line.
Okay, do you have someone in mind, sir?
Not right now. I'm seeking counsel.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to give you a continuance for 30 days, or I'm sorry, until January 5th. But by that time, you need to have counsel on board when they come back so that they can talk to the state to determine if there's anything they can work out on your case, or if they need to get all of the information necessary for a trial, if that's what you choose to do. So by January 5th, I will expect that you will have counsel.
Well, I have paperwork on the docket that haven't been rebutted. I have affidavits of truth that haven't been rebutted.
Okay, sir, we don't do affidavits. People have to appear in person because there's a confrontation clause in the United States Constitution that says witnesses, you have the right to confront witnesses in person. So we don't do affidavits, okay? If you have witnesses that are going to present testimony or evidence on your behalf, then you have to have them come to court.
Brown insists his paper trail of affidavits of truth is enough. The judge, calm but firm, tears down that fantasy with a single reminder. Witnesses must appear in person. Sovereign citizens love hiding behind pseudo-legal jargon, but the courtroom doesn't speak fairy tale. You want testimony? Bring bodies, not binders. You want justice? Then show up and speak up. This isn't YouTube law school. This is real life.
Be sworn in and testify at that time, okay? So we're not doing any dismissing and all of that stuff. No, sir. When you get your counsel, they'll be able to discuss it with the state, and then y'all can present whatever to the court.
And the accusing deputy must be present too, right?
So the people always say that, but here's the thing. The state gets to choose whatever witnesses they wish to bring, just like your side gets to choose whatever witnesses you wish to bring. You can't rely on them to bring the person that you want. So if you want to subpoena someone to appear for trial, then you need to subpoena them. You cannot rely on the state to bring your witness. Okay?
Okay. I got you. So,
all right. Anything else?
And jurisdiction can be challenged at any time, right?
No, sir. Jurisdiction rests with this court because this is where the locus of the incident is.
Well,
Bay tries to outmaneuver the court with more sovereign fluff, demands for deputies to appear, claims of improper jurisdiction, and legal theories borrowed from forums run by conspiracy theorists. The judge isn't having it. She lays down the truth with surgical precision. If you want someone present, you subpoena them. The courtroom doesn't run on vibes or YouTube clips. It runs on rules, law, and cold, hard procedure.
well,
Mr. Bay, let me just explain something to
Court cannot confer jurisdiction.
Mr. Bay, listen to me.
Okay.
I went to school for 3 years for this. That's full time. If I had gone part time, it would have been 4 or 5 years. And I have been working since, oh Lord, I ain't gonna give my age, but I've been a lawyer and a judge for quite some time. I've been a judge for 10 years as of this year. A lot of times people come before me because they've learned stuff from other people, or they've gone online, or they've read it themselves. But I tell you, it doesn't work the way you think it works. And so there's a set of statutes, cases, procedures, all of those things that we have to learn. In fact, let me show you something.
Well, how do you have?
Wait. You see this book right here? This is just this year's edition of all the stuff that I have to be able to find to figure out what's going on in your case. This is just this year's edition. And I got a book like this that includes evidence and procedure. I got a whole wall of books.
The judge drops years of wisdom like a hammer. 3 years of law school, a decade on the bench, and a shelf full of law books thicker than Bay's entire legal education. She doesn't care what TikTok told him. His sovereign language holds zero legal weight. Every time these self-proclaimed legal experts walk in thinking they've found a loophole, they get steamrolled by the system they barely understand.
So when you come in here challenging jurisdiction and all of this stuff people have taught you, it's not
books. Can I show you my Black Law Dictionary?
No, sir. Because Black's Law, that's a dictionary. That's not the full case. You know, you come in with all of these ideas about how you think the law works, but every lawyer in here has done at least 3 years of law school and trainings, trials, all of those things. So you're not going to change the way we do things. So the best thing to do is to get an attorney who can talk to the state about your case, and then we can get this resolved. Your case is pretty simple. You got traffic offenses.
Bay is still trying to win an argument he was never equipped for. He throws around terms like Black's Law Dictionary and personal jurisdiction like magic spells. But here's the truth. Dictionaries don't replace case law, and internet theories don't stand up in court. This is Georgia, not a Reddit debate. The courtroom doesn't play pretend. You either come with facts and certified counsel, or you crash and burn.
Well, I still want you to prove on the record that you have subject matter jurisdiction, personal jurisdiction.
I'm not proving anything on the record, sir. I wear the robe. They put me in this position. I've been here 10 years. If I didn't have subject matter jurisdiction, I wouldn't be here.
So you say it's not a difference between public and private for the record. There's no difference.
Sir, get an attorney.
Okay, all right. January 5th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Mr. Bay/Brown, you've indicated that you wish to have an attorney, so I'm going to rely on the fact that you're going to have an attorney. Don't come back here with the same stuff, and I already told you it's not going to work.
So you're telling me United States codes don't work?
No, I'm telling you, you don't know them.
Got him.
So first of all,
right here.
The United States codes don't work in Georgia because Georgia has its own code, OCGA.
So the meaning of driver is different in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
But according to 49.
Mr. Bay, I'm not doing this with you. Get an attorney.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. You're free to go. We'll see you on January 5th.
Just when it couldn't get any more absurd, in comes his so-called Attorney General, a man armed with a sword and gun, on Zoom. That's right. His legal rep is basically LARPing in a courtroom. The judge tries to make sense of it, but it's like untangling a bowl of spaghetti with a gavel. She demands bar credentials. None exist. She lays down the line. Georgia law doesn't care about your fake government or self-appointed titles. No license. No lawyering.
At 11 a.m.
All right, so that's the end of his first appearance. Now let's get to the spicy bits, where he brings on his attorney, who also happens to be an attorney general. And, oh yeah, his lawyer also thought it was a good idea to bring a gun and sword into the Zoom court hearing. Let's call this segment How a Not Attorney Fucked His Not Client's Case Up.
So, DeMarcus Cantrell Brown.
I have interest in that matter. Is the defendant in error free to go?
Is the who, what?
Is the defendant in error free to go?
No.
Well, let the record show the defendant in error is ordered to stay and participate.
The fake attorney babbles on about foreign state corporations and beneficiaries of trusts. It's legal gibberish stacked high enough to collapse under its own nonsense. The judge remains composed, but firm. There are two choices here. Get a real lawyer or represent yourself. There's no third option. No fantasy court. No pirate kings of constitutional rights. Just law, order, and consequences for clowning in front of a real judge.
Foreign national or not. Just as if you went to another country and you had an attorney represent you, that attorney would have to meet the requirements of that country and of that state. Okay, Mr. Attorney, Mr. Bay, hush. Mr. Attorney General.
I'm trying to set a record.
Mr. Bay, Mr. Attorney General, are you a member of the State Bar of Georgia? You want to unmute for me?
Speak, bro. Get off mute.
What's going on is he's a member of a foreign state corporation, basically doing business in Georgia. So
Okay,
basically,
sir, that's not what I asked you. No, sir.
I get what you're saying, man.
No, and I get what you're saying, but we're not doing that because that's not how we operate. Those are not the laws under which I am required to conduct court. So we either gonna do it my way or we're gonna put you on the calendar.
We understand the rules of the court. I got you.
Okay. Are you a member of the State Bar of Georgia?
No, I'm not a member of the Bar of Georgia.
Okay,
what I'm trying to
realize then as he can represent himself,
you need to take consideration on that matter on how he's doing business in Georgia.
He can represent himself, or he can be represented by a member of the State Bar of Georgia. But he cannot have you represent him or purport to represent him. Okay, that's not going to work. All right. So, Mr. Bay, do you wish to choose someone who is a member of the State Bar of Georgia to represent you, or do you wish to represent yourself?
I invoke my right to remain silent as the beneficiary of DeMarcus Cottrell Brown estate.
Okay, sir. So, sir, you're invoking your right to remain silent, which means that you do not wish to enter a plea that
I plead to be released.
That would resolve your case today. As such, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty for you.
Jay, you cannot practice law from the bench.
Well, I guess your other option is that she can enter a plea of guilty on your behalf. But seriously, the burden of proof is on the state. So the default position in every criminal case is not guilty until the defendant changes his position or the state proves his guilt beyond a reasonable doubt.
Violation on USC 454. Judge practicing law from the bench.
And put you on a trial court, on a trial calendar so that your case may be heard at trial. All right, sir. Thank you. You'll get notice in the mail if anything changes about your if anything changes about your address, then you can go ahead and let us know by coming in.
I demand evidence hearing.
You will have that at the time of the trial,
evidence hearing.
You're not going to have an evidence hearing today because that's not what we're here for. This is
dishonorable. I got your oath, Tammy Long. Hey.
So, Mr. Bay, I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. You'll have a trial at which time you can have an evidence hearing. You'll get notice in the mail.
You're in violation of Article 6, Section 2 of the Constitution.
Your notice in the mail, then you can appear for hearing with whatever evidence that you wish to present. Although you are not required to present any evidence or testimony because the state has the burden of proving the case against you. Thank you, Mr. Brown. You're free to go at this time. All right, Kevin Jermaine Burrows.
Bay invokes his right to remain silent, not out of legal wisdom, but because he's run out of nonsense. The judge enters a plea of not guilty for him, because she must. The state still carries the burden, but Bay's circus act ensures the road ahead will be rough. And as the video wraps, we're reminded, all of this, over traffic violations. Sovereign citizens burn hours and dollars fighting a system they never tried to understand, all while proving one thing over and over: you can't outlaw the law.